My first thought is Apollos. He was baptized in the baptism of John the Baptist and didn't have good theology, but he was still out there preaching the word, preaching the gospel, and then Priscilla and Aquila pulled him aside and gave him better theology. I would agree, though, that someone who has an egregious sinful lifestyle probably wouldn't be walking in the power of God. I just don't see that. Mine is like we're all sinners. We all need the Lord. We all need sanctification. But someone who's like walking in adultery, I don't see them walking in the gifts, period, no matter what they are. So I would agree a little bit with that. But also God's gifts are irrevocable. I've known some people, very gifted brothers, and like walked in the prophetic. I mean, just scary level stuff, you know. Um, Read your mail like it was nothing, and then they fell into sin, and that's what threw me off for a long time. I went into apostasy for some years over some church hurt type stuff, and I didn't understand how God could still bless this person even though he was walking in sin and basically doing spiritual abuse. But then I realized God's gifts are irrevocable. That's like Steve Lawson. Steve Lawson is a gifted teacher. He was walking in adultery not just for a little bit, like one time thing. He was walking in that for years, and he finally got found out, and now he's repented. But he still walked in that teaching gift. So I don't know. It's hard to. We should have good theology. We should definitely have righteousness and not be walking in sin. But at the same time, like God chooses to use messed up people. Moses was messed up. David was messed up. Noah was a drunk. Paul was a he was Paul. You know what I mean? Like Peter was was wild. You know what I mean? And God chose to use these people, the weak, to shame the strong. So I would say there's definitely some truth in that. I don't think we have to have perfect theology to walk the gifts of the Spirit, but we do need to have good theology. And I don't think that I think there is some truth to be said that we need to be walking in righteousness and sanctification, regardless. No matter what we're doing, we need to be walking in righteousness. So there is some truth to that, but I'd also push back and just point to Apollos, just that one example. He had bad theology, but God still used him, and he got corrected, and he went on to do even more stuff. So